Hey, what's going on, y'all? More or less, I just got back from looking at the mini teaser shorts of the eventual horror movie that's coming out called "Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark" from Alan Swartz. Um, I guess it's fair for me to more or less talk about the origin of it, or for me, or how I figured out about it. Um, as soon as I pretty much saw the trailer in my feed, I went right straight to it because I'm like, whoa, they made a Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark movie adaptation. Like, I grew up on this book and whatnot. I'm like, oh shit, and my childhood is literally just flashing in front of my eyes right now. And also did some further investigation, figured out that the the guys behind Pan's Labyrinth, you know that dark fantasy Spanish film. I pretty much heard the director and writers are pretty much behind this film and whatnot. And more or less, when I first found out about scary stories, like since the first grade when my older brother brung it in, and pretty much the stories themselves didn't really creep me out, although I did feel a little tense. But more so, they're really cryptic illustrations in the book. You know how it was drawn. It was grotesque. It was macabre and whatnot. I was like, oh God, that actually kind of scared me a little bit as a kid. Like, you know how it was drawn and how it was presented and whatnot. You know, it was really spine tingling to me. You know, as a first grader, I was scared of shit. I was 8 at the time. Like, oh God, it's kind of creepy, bro. And pretty much for the remainder of like up there until like the second grade, I just always just was scared shitless of the very illustrations of that book and whatnot. Always at one point refrained from trying to read it, and I said stop being a pussy and read it and whatnot. And I grew into just eventually loving all three of the books and whatnot. Uh, and it's funny how this actually came up with the trailer, the teasers, because later on, I always say, one day this is going to become a live action TV series or something or whatnot. And actually, lo and behold, yeah, it was going to be Hollywood is going to adapt it, but it wasn't going to be a TV show as I thought it was going to be. It was going to be based on a movie with the collabs of all the other stories. I think that's how the overall plot's going to work out for whatnot. It's coming out August 9th if anyone knew or anyone didn't know and whatnot. And one thing I do like, always liked the overall puppet. Always liked the puppetry of Pan's Labyrinth and the outfit designs and the creature designs and whatnot, and how they pretty much use CGI sparingly in Pan's Labyrinth, and it becomes more. It becomes more. Damn, man, ugh, my vocabulary shit today. It becomes more apparent. Yes, becomes more apparent within the teasers because it almost looked like most of the creatures that was in the book, the dream, the toe, Harold. It's like when they were all shown in the teaser, it almost looked like just like Deadpool, they were smacked right out their book and just thrown into this movie, like even though they were real or something. So yeah, overall the designs already got me hooked in. I know that they're going to change up the story a bit instead of it just being, you know, episodes dedicated to said stories. They're going to do more like they're going to do more so this goosebumps more approach to it, so to speak, where it's going to be like a mashup or this Sid book, bring the evil to the world and all these triptychal weird shit at times. So yeah, I think that's more so the direction of the story they're going to go for this, as much as I can say. But I'm already hooked in. Although it doesn't look like like bone chilling scary, because remember they were dumb kids books, but they were still sort of creepy, here and there. But already just with the designs themselves, they got me sold. And I know they had to change up a few things because I can't imagine them just pretty much having a movie where it's just give or take like 10 to 20 short stories about different horror things that were going on and whatnot. Personally, I think Always thought Scary Stories was going to have like a mini series on Netflix or something with telling all the stories. But oh yeah, in the red spot, yeah, they also have that in this. I just found it funny, just in general, just how they was going to mash them all in, just tell one cohesive story at a time instead of just telling them one by one. So yeah, I think that's just how to work out. I always thought they were going to come out with a miniseries for it, but instead they decided it was a movie. And knowing the guy who's behind it, I know this movie's gonna at least not gonna if it's not gonna be this blockbuster murderer, then it's going to be pretty good. Really nostalgic to the original readers. It's going to be creepy to kids. It's going to bring some old heads back, and overall, it's just visually just the overall teasers in the movie so far just looks really stunning. That's pretty much all I gotta say about it. I'm actually really hoping that it does turn out well. Uh, I originally meant to actually make a 6 seconds review on Special, but I never got to it because I'm busy. So yeah, and the reason why I'm wearing glasses because my eyes is like straight shit right now. It's just nasty as fuck. So I just wear this whatnot, and I'm kind of drowsy. So yeah, they're my peepers are not looking really good right now. If anyone came to ask, I might do the 6 seconds review like probably later next week or probably this coming or what's left of this week is more appropriate to say somewhere. So yeah, uh, keep an eye out for that and whatnot. And like always, man, I assume is watching. You already know the drill, man. Like, subscribe, notifications. Tell people about it. Tell people you like. Tell people you don't like. It is what it is. I'll see y'all around.